it is good morning or good afternoon. What is actually the time?
Still morning.
11:16. And we're in Nelson. I'm going to turn it around.
Technically, we're just on the welcome to Nelson where it turns from 50 to 100, so I think that's why the noise was so bad.
Oh, I haven't told anybody about the noise yet. Anyway, highly don't recommend it. Highly don't recommend it. Absolutely dreadful if you want to have a good night's sleep. I had a look on my watch this morning and I had actually had 7 hours and 50 minutes sleep, but it wasn't until a little bit later. And anyway, first thing I did before I even got out of bed was have a cup of coffee, which is very unusual, and dare I say it, what else I did, treated ourselves after the supermarket last night. That's why you didn't see what we had for dinner, because we went in and had a little date night and had KFC. But of course you always have leftovers. So I had hair of the dog this morning, sitting up in bed just before. And anyway, Kelly's going to sort of shake me up a bit.
Yes, there's only one solution for a bad night's sleep, and that's to throw you in some water. So we're going to go down to Te Hunanui Beach. Not very nice weather. It doesn't matter where you go, and on the top end of the South Island, it's rainy all week.
So anyway, life in Nelson, lovely place, but
So you didn't quite tell everyone the whole experience of last night. We had trucks, motorbikes, sounded like massive ships going past, dogs, boy races.
and loud music, had that.
Basically, that's the road from Nelson to Picton, so every truck and his dog was going past there.
And you can't complain because it's all complimentary. It's all a place where everybody can come and go. Because the NZMCA, a bit naughty because they have a nickname for people who have sliding doors, because they come in late at night and slide their doors open and close.
Last night we had a slider.
Last night we had the experience of what you call a slider. We have a sliding door too, but it doesn't make that noise, does it, when it closes because it's electric? Otherwise we'd be a bit horrified that we were upsetting people too. Mind you, at 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, we're not opening and closing the blooming door. We're having beautiful salmon, feta, fresh coriander, and there'll be a little bit of fresh mint and parsley in there as well, with almond meal. For lunch, fritters, the crisp on the outside and lovely and hot in the middle, along with fresh mussels. Have to get back on track from the naughtiness last night and this morning. Haven't even had breakfast. Some would say that was breakfast. Dying for another coffee right now, actually. Do I sound like I've been out partying all night? No.
It wasn't offensive noise, like it wasn't. You didn't feel like you were in danger noise. It was just more
no.
like constant, especially when we've come from the peace and quiet of the West Coast. As you said,
Yes.
goats and weckers.
Oh, there's our little friend straight ahead.
Oh yeah, we had the mower too this morning.
I was meaning the KFC.
Oh, the salt on the chips last night at KFC. Like normally I'm quite happy to eat the salt. I actually had to rub the salt off the chips. They were that salty.
Guess what? I didn't. That's why I'm sort of up during the night too, I think I had at least half a litre of water. Yeah. So in there, what have we got on there, Kelly?
It's chia seeds and it's actually flaxseed fibre. This is what we got delivered the other day.
Here we go. That's it there for all of you who are interested.
Water. Sometimes I put grouts in the almond, you're just trying to use them up. And
Cinnamon, of course.
cinnamon and blueberries.
And also what goes in there is our Celtic salt And over here what we're doing is those are the lemons that we picked up yesterday, lovely fresh lemons. And we're about to boil our eggs that we picked up along on the side of the road.
We finally made it to the breakfast portion of today.
At 12:30.
And it's very interesting around here. There's cars everywhere. Well, there were when we pulled in. I get the feeling that they're not liking the cameras because a lot of people have left. We haven't got them on at the moment. We're not here to invade everyone's privacy. Anywho, so someone took off and did a wheel spin, like quite a long way away, and it was so aggressive that the shingle pretty much sprayed down the side of the van. Anyway, not sure if that was a parting gift for us. Anywho, breakfast. Ow, my elbow's still sore. We're ready. Makeup's on. I was going to say earlier, if anyone's wondering, oh, my face is always so red. I was born like that. If my face and my cheeks are not bright red when I haven't got makeup on, then I'm not very well. Hey.
I think you're beautiful.
Oh, that's fine. Most people say to me, are you alright? When they see me without makeup on, but I'm absolutely fine. If my face is white, you know I'm very, very sick. Anywho, we've got makeup back on now.
You mean the time, sorry to interrupt, you mean the time when I tried to poison you when we were... Yes,
that's the exact time I was thinking. When you gave me tofu toxicity poison. Thanks for that.
It was so bad, actually, that we had to get the doctor to come to the house quickly. Like, you were worrying sick. I know you probably don't want me videoing you right now, but you're looking so much better.
Much better.
I'm pleased that you are. And all those little wee plait things that I was putting in your hair look quite cute because you look like you've got little curls on there. You don't, because Kelly just doesn't get sick. The other time was when we used to belong to the gun club.
That's right, and I had that injection. What was it?
Whooping cough.
Whooping cough injection. That went in and came back out rapidly.
That's why we haven't been sort of too good with...
Yeah, we don't do injections, do we? Well, I don't do injections.
Well, I don't either. We did, because you had to stay a licensed agent.
The COVID one, yeah. We got
the COVID one. And
but we don't get the flu jab.
We never have had the flu jab.
So, what we were going to do today is look for a pop, but we've decided to risk it for a biscuit, and we're going to just drive because somebody just wants to get out of the city. I'm a bit like that too. It was very noisy last night, and we're so used to that peace and quiet, so we're going to head up the coast, the top of the north of the South Island, so around towards Abel Tasman. But first we're going to go pick up some omega-3s from Chemist Warehouse. Then we're going to head back to Richmond, empty the waste and fill up, so we're all ready to go all round, because there's not many places to stop and do things around there with facilities and that.
It's so good, those omega-3s. Sorry to interrupt you. I take 3 every morning.
Yeah, I'm going to start taking them for my elbow because my elbow is so sore.
It's holding up the camera. Is it your left one?
Yeah, it's my left one.
Oh, I thought it was the... Why do I keep thinking it's the
right?
The
one that I lift the drink. Oh yes, chocolate maybe on special in Richmond.
Do you like chocolate? And if you do, what sort of chocolate do you like?
And then we're going to head, hopefully, somewhere quiet.
Camera in one hand and a coffee in another, and I haven't got my seatbelt on. God's sakes. Yeah. Sorry, just hold those two. Thank you.
There's actually quite a lot around this Tahuna Nui beach. I'll show you on the way out. They had an ice skating rink from the 80s, as Louis said.
I'm thinking more 90s, actually. It's more your era, isn't it?
They had a fun park, go-karting, a hydroslide. Look at the colours of this hydroslide. Did anyone else have a slinky that colour? Remember the slinkies?
Slinky dinkies.
I think they came in pink pink and purple as well.
Are they? Oh, do you mean those spiral things that you
Yeah,
used to
and
have up and down?
And then you used to like get them to go down the stairs. We had 16 stairs. And you used to be able to get them to slinky down. They were fun. Don't think we gave to Hunanui Beach a good enough run. But we'll have to come back one day, maybe when it's sunny. Because it is very nice.
There's some lovely people that we know who live here.
There's the nature land. Monkeys, tuataras. Oh, looks like they have llamas in there. Alright, let's go and do the odd jobs and then we'll get on the road and we're going to head towards Motueka.
Just in general chit chat while we're driving around here, and you've seen that tattoo store over there. What sort of tattoo would you get if you had to get a tattoo?
Oh, that's easy. Russian gangster tattoo. Putashistvenich, Ramanek.
Why would you want a Russian tattoo?
Because I love Russian language and I love the Russian writing and I love going to Russian class.
And what would it say?
Putashistvenich.
In English for the rest of us.
Traveller.
Ah, traveller makes sense.
Because it's a really cool long word. What would you get?
What sort of tattoos would I get? I like sort of pressure point ones and lines and dark bands and things like that. Something, in fact, at the tattoo shops they don't do what I do like, and I like more the scarring. I'd like to get maybe a stripe or a couple of lines.
Maybe one day in Africa you might come across that.
So in Africa, you mean somewhere tribal where we go?
Mm.
Yeah, but they use thorns, don't they? Or they use like old razor.
You'd want to take your own.
And rusty.
Yeah.
An interruption to this channel. We have just seen as we are driving along and had to do a hairpin turn up a hill that it said no heavy vehicles. I mean, for goodness sakes, there's nowhere for us to turn around, and why would you put the sign up there when you're on your way up? Yeah, I'd like Kelly to have her turn of driving today.
Oh, it's not too bad.
No, well, I guess if we can ride that ghost road like we did, we can pretty much do anything with the narrow.
Good practice.
Before when we were in India and round the twisty, windy roads.
Exactly.
Whoa! He he was speaking the language of sewer rat.
Sewer rat?
Yes, that's what I saw coming out of his mouth.
Oh.
Actually, when you tooted at him just
Well, I wasn't going to hit him, of course, but I just wanted to toot at him. Just wanted to test the horn.
You did very well climbing around that hill where you weren't supposed to be. It's not easy in a big, long vehicle travelling around.
Once you commit, once we'd turned and we'd committed to that, there was no other way to go. You had to go that way. It's not like you could stop and back out and say, oh, sorry, excuse me. I'll just back out of here.
Slam on your brakes and you have blooming 10 cars behind you, blooming go right up your behind. This is very exciting. Have a look at this. I reckon that Elvis had a car very similar to this one.
And look how cute it is in the matchbox.
It's been all go. Yeah, where were we last at? Picked up the omega-3s and we're driving along and Kelly
To
said
get chocolate.
to get more chocolate, which we haven't gotten. What ended up happening was it came up on the screen saying that we needed to, next time when we get diesel, get a litre of oil. And we thought, well, we've just spent $2,222 in January for a service, which seemed ridiculous when we hadn't even used the vehicle. But anyway, that was to last us for about 2 years or 40,000 k's, was it? It's 5 o'clock on a Friday, would you believe? We've got 6 minutes to get to a cable price here in Nelson, and hopefully they're going to be able to have a look and see what it is, because it could just be like a technical fault, because you shouldn't have to top up with what it's saying on here. I mean, that's like there must be a leak in in some kind of way. So that's where we're desperately rushing to right now, because once we leave Nelson, we are going to be on our own for probably the next 10 days or so.
There's not going to be anyone there. It's 4 minutes past 5. They would have scarpered already.
On a Friday.
Yeah. And so they said if there's no one there, we have to ring the roadside assist, which that could be hours.
Last time we had that happen, it was hours. It was hours upon hours, and that was that was a dreadful experience. That was dreadful.
Anyway, it's just here. But the chances of anyone being here are very slim.
Fingers crossed, everybody. Here they are straight ahead. Hope that they can have a look. So I've just been to the bathroom and Kelly's just come in here. And what did you say?
Well, I always have my phone on silent, and for some reason I just pulled my phone out of my pocket and it was ringing, and I answered it, and it was someone in Auckland. So Christchurch rang Auckland, and Auckland have rung Nelson, the technician who's on call, and he's going to come here and meet us here.
Oh,
he's going to ring first.
Kelly hasn't ripped her new jacket or anything
either, by the way. Well, because
just throw it away.
Well, we were driving to the dump station, and that's when we got the engine light.
She likes keeping everything all nice and clean and everything, which makes sense. So
the good news is we can sit here and have dinner if we wanted while we're waiting.
You mean our steamed mussels and our beautiful fritters?
Exactly.
Have you got it off silent?
I have. Well, I don't even know why I was getting my phone out. And I got it out of my pocket and it was ringing.
I've been very fortunate the way that things have just, even if things aren't going to plan, that they have fallen into place really nicely for us. I can't imagine when we go overseas what it will be like, because there will be times, because the vehicle's going to be older, isn't it? And things will
check it? It looks flat
change.
here. Shall I practice how to check it again? Accessory mode on. Then you go to the trip. Then you hold this one down for a couple of seconds and push that middle one, and it brings up vehicle data. I don't know if you can see that.
It's dynameter test, brake pad replacement. Gosh, it's got some good things on there. Why don't you have a wee sneaky peek at the brake pad replacement, you know, from the other day when we was at... Why don't you have a wee look?
Well, I'm just going to check this one first. So come back to your brake pad and you scroll down to the oil level, and then you have to start the vehicle. Let's just see what the oil level says. Then he said we just had to top up 1 litre at a time. It should be 9.8 litres. 7.2, so then you scroll down one more time. Top up was 2.7 litres of oil. Alright, well there he is. Oil level. Okay, so that's an hour 13 and we're back on the road.
Problem solved.
Good job. Good job, Mercedes. Good job, Cable Price.
Thank you very much.
Right.
Thank you.
Back to the chocolate. That's where we were going.
Chocolate, the dump station, and, well, we've got those... You were all part of helping us with our fritters a little bit earlier. And we've got our fresh mussels as well.
Hungry.
We wouldn't have even been here if it wasn't for the oil. So pack and save, you've been blooming lucky again.
Technically, we were here earlier. And then we had to leave again. I'm so hungry. Louis just reminded me what I had left over from last night.
Here we go again.
At night time. We are the night prowlers. It's actually quieter at night time too. Just the hustle and bustle is a bit much for us, isn't it?
Oh, it is. How do you feel after that time?
Oh my god, that was amazing. I had the bread, what is it called?
Ciabatta.
Open.
Ciabatta.
And I pulled the bread out of one of the sides, ate that, of course. And then I piled it with coleslaw, then chicken and cheese. Oh my god.
That was camembert that we had.
Cheese, yeah.
And anyway, we're going to have to, this week I think, get back on track again. They're a bit saturated. Oh gosh, right, where are we now?
In the back streets of Richmond, looking for a dump station.
Oh look, the campers ahead.
Oh, bugger me. Is this a freedom camping spot?
Oh, it looks a bit like it, doesn't
Oh,
it?
we could always stay here.
Well, we could tonight, just to make it easy. It
Where
doesn't.
is it? Oh, it looks pretty full.
There it is over there. Gosh, it's like. Gosh, it
it's
does
on my
look full.
side, so I need to go around. And I still. Gee, it is full here. I don't
Yeah.
think we can stay here. It's too packed. Taken. Oh, don't think you're a freedom camper, mate.
Well, there's that spot right
Oh, there's
there.
one there.
And you're going to be facing downwards too.
Yeah,
Well, how did these people know about this wee spot? Mind you, those trucks will be coming 5 o'clock in the morning. They'll be making all that noise again. I think we should drive because we need the power as well.
Right.
What can I do?
Do you want to fill the water? Is there water?
I haven't seen anything
You
water
get
yet.
to look for water.
Okay, I'll have a
Check
look.
the app. maybe.
Okay. Really, really nice sleep, actually. It was pretty quiet. Lots of other sliders here. And we have gotten out of the van after sorting out a few things, actually, with shipping. So you can see the ices there behind the tree. And Kelly said, I said, where's the sea? I've got absolutely no feeling of knowledge of where anything is. And she said that it's up here. So let's go up here and have a wee look. Oh, it looks quite nice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
How do you get down there? We've got, talking about sliders, we've got our sliders on.
We go down around. Come down this way, because it says online they have saltwater baths.
Ooh, I'm not getting in that. Yuck.
It's a bit greeny, isn't it?
Yuck. I'm sure it's absolutely fine, but no thanks.
Not your cup of tea.
No. Way too spoilt by those waterfalls and dock sites. Oh yes, Kelly's very pleased with herself. Look at these mussels that she's made. And of course our fritters, or little, whatever you want to call them. They're just out there coming, so that's ready. That's ready, so we need another tray. But be aware, the silver tray is hot because it's on the barbecue, so don't burn your fingers. Just check it's not.
They look good.
Thanks. I thought they could have looked a bit more prettier.
We're very pleased with ourselves. We did not want to do exercise today, but we did it. And so this is our reward.
I'm hoping that when we get overseas, that there's lots of forests and trees and nature and walks and waterfalls or clean streams and things. I hope so, with all the effort that we're putting into it, because we've got beautiful New Zealand with everything of what we have here. We're going to end this episode now. We have quite an exciting episode coming up. It's going to be quite difficult for me coping getting into this place, but it's like with all the places that we go to, you have to feel a bit of pain and you have to feel a bit car sick to get into, feel the beauty and be overwhelmed by the experience and everything of what you see. And we can't wait to see you, to join us. Sending lots of love to you all. Hope all is going well for you. Take a deep breath. Love you all.